Good afternoon, traders. It is Monday, May 18th, 2020, and the U.S. stock market is closed. Another unbelievable day today. Um, we had about $6,000 or so positive on Friday. We closed that out with almost $25,000 closed out today. We get into 21 new positions, 17 positive, 4 negative, and we close out over 25,000, or rather carry over $25,000. So it's a $50,000 day is what that adds up to. Pretty unbelievable. You can see here what happened with the Dow. It gapped way up, kept going. Just a little pullback at the end, but it still finished up positive 912 points, almost 1,000 points. People, I keep saying this is a bull market. People just think I'm crazy to say, Bob, we're going into a depression. We're going into a recession that's going to last 10 years and so on and so forth. This is nonsense. Uh, the markets are like a crystal ball. They tell us what's going to happen. And what's going to happen is going to be all this coronavirus garbage is going to be very soon forgotten. It's going to be over with. And probably be over with by the third quarter. Take a look here at the long shot here. Again, these are the all-time record highs back in February. This is the March low down here, and you can see how we've come back more than a half. The March low here was like 18,000 something, and we're at 24,000 something on the close today. We're only 4,500 points from taking out these February highs. Now, I'm not real big into technical analysis, but I'll point something out. There's a kind of a rule of, an axiom about technical analysis. We've had this sideways action now going on for a little more than a month. And the theory is that if the market breaks out of this sideways action, either up or down, it'll move up or down the length of the sideways action. So, assuming, and I am assuming this is not going to move down, there's nothing in it at all would suggest it's going to move down. If it just moves up, it takes out these February highs and takes them out by quite a bit. And that would not surprise me. Again, this is a bull market on steroids. You're seeing stock prices now that you're not going to see again for a long time. And that is the reality of that, when it really takes hold, is going to produce some just unbelievable volatility. It's very similar to what we saw today. We're going to see a lot more of it, and it's all going to be upside. This is a bull market. Yes. Okay. That's my speech. But I want to emphasize these are not my predictions. These are what the markets are predicting. Markets are our crystal ball, and they tell us what's going to happen. I'll show you three of the stocks today. This first one is CHK, which is Chesapeake Energy Corporation. This was our best exit today that we had. We bought this on Friday, second hour or so, and it closed profitably, but I complained yesterday about it pulling back from these highs. It gapped up above those highs this morning. We got out here and we took $13,000 out of Chesapeake Energy Corporation. Great trade. And then I'll show you two of the stocks that we entered today. Keep in mind, we were buying today with the Dow up like 700 points or something like that. And I was just about, tearing out my hair thinking, God, I don't want to buy all this stuff. We bought a ton of stuff, 22 stocks or 21 stocks. And yet, in spite of the fact we bought everything really high, it kept going higher. And we have a whole slew of stocks that are positive, like in the $2,000 and $3,000 range. We don't have anything more than that. But still, if you get enough of those $2,000-$3,000 stocks, it adds up. And today it added up to over $25,000 in open trade. This is one of them. This is OMI, which is Owens and Minor Incorporated, and we bought this at about the beginning of the second hour of the day. It cooled off just a little after we bought it, and then it started moving really hard there, closing near its high, and we are carrying $3,200 in Owens and Minor Incorporated. And then another similar, not by similar, I mean the action is similar. This is MTGR, which is Matador Resources Company. Big gap up this morning and pulled back there, and we waited for that pullback to get in right here, and then it started moving higher right away. Pulled back like maybe it was going to slack off, but then it came back right at the end of the day, closing near its high there, and we are holding an even $3,000 in open trade in Matador Resources. So I just can't say better things about today. An easy day to trade. It was just like we got into a bunch of stuff, didn't make any difference what we got into. It all moved higher. That's fun trading. So, Trader Bob is signing off. See you tomorrow on Tuesday.